Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about 8th class biology. Today we are going to start a second lesson. Cell, the basic unit of life. Cell, the basic unit of life. Here, what is cell? Next, what are the parts are there in cell? Next, what are the functions of inner parts of the cell? What is the function of the cell? Next, how cell is the basic unit of life. All those things we have to discuss one by one. First of all, cell. Here, from single celled or from micro, the organisms which are not visible with our naked eye, to the biggest or the largest animals, all these microorganisms and all the organisms or all the living organisms, they are made up of a small units. That every small unit is called cell. Here, when we observe plant kingdom, here in plant kingdom also a single celled some organisms or some plants are made up of with a single cell. For example, yeast cell. It is a single celled organism. Next, conifers. These are the largest plants in the world. They are growing up to approximately 132 meters. 132 meters. That's why from single celled plant to the biggest or the largest plant. Next, animal cell. Ostrich egg. It is the biggest cell in animal kingdom. Next, bacteria. It is the very smallest or PPLO. Pleuropneumonia like organism. PPLO, it is the smallest microorganism in the world. This like this, what will happen? Why we have to discuss about these organisms? Because from microorganism to the largest and biggest animals, they are made up of a single compartment or single unit, that is called cell. Next, this cell, first time the scientist Robert Hooke, when he observed the cork tissue of oak plant, he observed the small empty compartments. Here, these empty compartments, they are resembles with honeycomb-like structures. These are honeycomb-like structures. Here you see, I brought a honeycomb for you. Here you see, when we observe this honeycomb, here number of empty spaces are there. Yes or no? Is it visible to clear for you? Here you see number of empty spaces are there. Every empty space, it is separated by a wall. Here every compartment or the empty space, it is called as a cell. That's why first non-living cell, it is discovered by the scientist Robert Hooke. Why? Because cork tissue, it is a dead tissue. First cell and first dead cell, it is discovered by the scientist Robert Hooke. Next, when he discovered this cell in the year of 1665. In the year of 1665, the scientist, the Britain scientist, he discovered the plant cell, dead cell, and cell. Okay. Next, in the same time, in the same era, the scientist in the year of 1674, another scientist, Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Anton van Leeuwenhoek. He collected a sample from lake water. In that sample, he observed some moving organisms. That moving organisms, they are protozoans, yeast, bacteria. These are the movable organisms are observed by the scientist Anton van Leeuwenhoek. That's why here the first living cell is discovered by the scientist Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Next, after the scientist Robert Hooke discovered the cell, in Latin language, cell means cell. In Latin language, cell means small compartment or small compartment or little room. This is the discovery of a cell. Yes, sir. Next, how cell is the basic unit of life. Okay, how cell is the basic unit of life. For example, already I said cell is the basic unit of all the organisms. How? Because our life also it is started from a single cell. That cell name is called zygote. That cell name is called zygote. This cell, it undergoes cell divisions, means it is divided longitudinally and vertically and form 4 cells like this. This group of cells which are structurally and functionally similar, this group of cells is called tissue. This group of tissues again form organs. Number of organs, they are arranged. For example, in our body, 2 hands. These are the organs. Head, it is one of the organ. Next, this chest part, it is one of the organ. Next, legs, these are the different organs. External organs. Next, internal organs also there. These organs, number of organs, they are arranged in a systematic manner and form a organ system. These organ systems, they are arranged systematically and they are lead to organism. Here what happens, one organism is formed from a single cell. One organism is formed from a single cell. That's why cell is the basic unit of life. Cell is the basic unit of life. Again one example I will give. For example, this is one room. In this one room, what are there? This side wall, and that side also one wall, this side one. These walls also they are made up of bricks, cement, yes or no, concrete, yes or no. Like this, here in one wall, bricks are the structural units of the wall, yes or no. Yes. Next, this four walls in one room, four walls. These are the similar to tissues. These tissues they are arranged in systematic manner and form a one room. Like this, cell is the basic unit of to form one organism. Okay. Next, here in sir, already you said all the organisms are made up of cells, but why plants are not moving from one place to another place, and why they are not they are not catching the food material, they are not trapping food non-veg, and why we are living, why we are moving from place to place, and why we are depend on the plants and animals for food purpose. You will ask like this doubts. Okay, that's why here both in plant organisms, in animal organisms, some differences are there between plant cell and animal cell. Yes, next, what are the differences are there between a plant cell and animal cell? We will discuss in next class. Okay, again, just note here the in organisms also cells shape. It is in some organisms cells are round shape. In some organisms the cells are oval shape. In some organisms they are like a plant tree shape. Next, in some organs the cells are star shape. Like this, the cells are they are different sizes. Okay. I hope understood for you. If you have any doubt, ask me. Thank you.